Hey guys, it's Miki ASMR here, and today I'm going to be reading an Ushijima Wakatoshi ex-listener. This one is titled Signs, and yeah, without further ado, let's get right on into the video. The moment you stepped into Shiratorizawa, you couldn't help but yawn at the lack of sleep. The cold weather was chilly and cold, making you shiver every few minutes. Cursing under your breath for not bringing a jacket, you made your way to your classroom and finally to your own seat. Pouring out the contents of your bag, you let your textbooks fall over onto your desk, ready to do some homework because you completely forgot about catching up on it last night. Suddenly, you felt a piece of paper fall into your lap, positioning itself nicely. Looking below your table, you saw that your storybook, which you had hid there, was very widely open. And this piece of paper had probably made its way out after it had been tugged outside of your book. You stared at it with drowsy eyes for roughly about 2 minutes before your mind snapped. Frantically picking up the paper and reading its writing, you blinked in disbelief. It was a research paper that you had done a few months ago that you had chucked in between your books, completely forgetting about its existence. After reading the contents, you felt a blush creeping onto your cheeks as you cringed at how mushy you were being. 3 simply signs he's going to say I love you. Really, first name? Really? You mentally slapped yourself as you realized how stupid you sounded. Feeling attracted to the rest of the content, you glanced down and continued to read. As the words processed in your mind, you started to remember the whole reason you had started your research. The ace? You blinked in confusion. This is a time skip, by the way. I forgot to say that. Yeah, I heard he's like some super scary man, but I've heard that he's pretty attractive. I'm not really interested in volleyball. You sighed as you munched onto your foot. I don't know what that says. You don't have to be. Please just follow me. I want to see one of their matches this afternoon. I promise, just this time. Just go and see, okay? Maybe you'll think differently. I guess I'll try then, you said. During the match, both of your friends were sitting, and you were sitting a few seats away from the rest of the school cheerers since you were a bit sensitive to the noise. Plus, you didn't really want to be seen as a volleyball nerd. You sat down quietly and observed the match from the higher ground while your friend was screaming and shouting together with the others. You were quickly distracted as you didn't know any of the players in the game, so you looked far away, which coincidentally you noticed Abujosai entering the spectator hall. Opposite of you, there was a whole load of girls who was holding signboards, and they immediately squealed in delight at the entrance of the super handsome and popular Oikawa Toru. You weren't caught up with volleyball, but somehow knew this Oikawa person was a big deal, so you kind of heard of him before. Neither of you could believe it though. To actually see a person with such fame in your own eyes, you had to admit, he was really good looking too. Being too engrossed in your human watching activity, he failed to notice a certain pair of eyes landing on you every once in a while. Your friend seemed to catch sight of it, though she was blushing madly, trying to obtain the attention of that person. Oh my god, first name, he's looking over here, quick, oh my god, she whispered harshly, tugging your school uniform, to which you only responded by pushing her away and turning back to whatever she was so worked up about. And you felt electricity shoot throughout your body the moment you guys made eye contact. He was looking at you. Those pairs of eyes were so intimidating, yet something seemed to tell you it wasn't what you thought. You felt your heart racing so fast, and you tightened the grip of the railing. You were scared, yet it felt so exciting. Despite the huge amount of blood that had rushed to your face, you refused to take your eyes off of him. Him, on the other hand, had realized that you were staring back at him as he felt a familiar feeling stirring inside of him. It was the type of excitement he gets when he meets a strong opponent, someone who might actually be able to conquer him. Why though? He questioned. Why her? What did she do? What could have she done? Wait, what has she done? Sorry, I keep messing that up. What has she done to create this strange feeling within him? What made him want to look in her direction more in hopes that she would do the same? Thoughts were abruptly interrupted by the loud whistling as he quickly turned his back to the opponents, who were currently losing. You then looked away too, amazed at this weird feeling. Distracted, or directing your attention back to the setter of Seijo, you continued to observe him. To your surprise, he seemed to notice your gaze and smiled, making you blush a little from embarrassment. This didn't go unseen as the ace murmured some words under his breath, swearing that he would take that brunette down, but it continued to linger. What did you do? Time skip. Recalling those memories brought a smile onto your lips, and you couldn't help but giggle. Ever since that day, he'd realized how he would always stop when his eyes met you, eyes lingering on you for what seemed like an eternity. He found himself so unbelievable, getting distracted from volleyball because of some random girl, yet the urge to stare was huge, and he hated how desperate he would feel sometimes. You knew it too, because that eye-piercing stare of his was unavoidable. The moment that you felt it, you know that your heart would beat at an abnormal pace. It made you feel like you were going to explode right away as curiosity filled you up instead of the fear that others felt around him. Longing to find out the reasons of this eye tag game, your feelings for him changed from 0 to 100 really quick after that fateful day, always seeking him out and wanting to know more about him. 1. He always talks about it. Do you know what they say about the ace? Your ears perked up at the mention of him. Scooting slightly closer to the group of girls that were gossiping in the hallway, you listened to their conversation. Yeah, something about staring at some girl. Oh my gosh, do you think he's up to something bad? Huh? No way. Maybe he just has a crush on her. That guy? Impossible. I would call it a miracle if he could even keep a girlfriend for more than a week. What a waste. He's so handsome too. I wonder who the target is though. I don't know. All I know is that setter-kun always told everyone how he never stops mentioning it. Oh my god, you mean that really cute setter? Screams. You flinched at the sudden noises and quickly walked off in disappointment at those girls. As those girls stopped talking about him, you pondered your way back and made your way to class for lessons. Maybe it was you? But then it felt kind of impossible too. I mean, he's so into volleyball, being an official member of Japan's team for nationals too. He was definitely way out of your league, and that made your heart ache. You wished that you hadn't been so reckless to harvest any feelings for him, but maybe then you wouldn't look so pathetic. And you angrily searched out for him, or you wouldn't look so pathetic and hungrily search out for him on a daily basis. 2. He has a reoccurring thing. Just as you were engrossed in your thoughts, you suddenly felt chills down your spine, signaling the same dagger-like stare that was on you. You were once again filled with the same thrilling emotions as you eyed your environment, trying to find the source. To your delight and surprise, you noticed him from the opposite wing of the school on the higher level. Just from your position, you could already feel the differences in the both of you. How low you were compared to him. He seemed to be aware that you had saw him and quickly turned around, making frustration build within you. Reluctantly, he tried to steal a few more glances at you, but that was overcome by this entirely new emotion, which made his heart skip a beat. You were smiling at him. This is so cute. Okay. 3. He keeps your stuff. Excuse me, can I speak to last name, please? Your reading was suddenly interrupted by a familiar deep voice. Looking towards the door, you saw him standing there with his same stoic expression that he wore every day. Everyone in class stood in silence and fear as they started to worry for your well-being. You gulped and stood up, setting the piece of paper down, and you walked over to him, or on the table as you walked over to him. He gestured you to follow him, and you did, despite having a straight face. He knew that he was panicking. Oh, sorry, my chair made a noise. He knew that he was panicking inside. How out of character he felt. How idiotic he felt. He knew his heart rate was getting quicker and quicker as the seconds passed, and he had felt his heart tightening, making him have trouble regulating his breathing. This was a new feeling that he had yet to experience, and it was unknown and scary to him. The amount of nights he spent trying to figure out the solution to this problem was unexplainable. Today, he was going to confront you, and you were going to tell him what you had done. Arriving inside of the gym, which was vacant, He pointed out towards one of the benches and ushered you to sit down. You looked at him in amazement as he went off to switch the building's lights. He's polite, isn't he? You told yourself. Suddenly, he took out a volleyball from his own training bag. You looked at him with confusion but instantly became shocked as he threw the ball at you. Quickly dodging in the incoming attack, you jumped away as you jumped away from the bench, and you fell on your butt. Never mind, I take that back. You silently screamed as you dusted yourself off immediately and stood up, preparing for any more attacks. Which was unfortunate to happen again as you picked up another ball and repeated the same actions. You felt a little unhappy from the sudden assault and blocked off the volleyballs, crossing your arms in front of your face, successfully reflecting it. It hurt a lot. You groaned in pain and tried to reason with him. What are you doing? He spoke coldly. What have you done to me? What? Me? I didn't do anything. You asked... Wait, sorry, I misread that. Huh? Me? What did I do? You asked with uncertainty in your voice. This weird feeling I've been having, he blurted out. Oh my god. This feeling of electricity traveling through me, like I can't breathe properly. The moment I saw you, my heart pumps faster, even if I've exercised. Or even as if I had exercised. It's so weird. I've never had this until I met you. His voice felt a little broke as his heartbeat once again started to accelerate at a scary pace. How stupid and shameful. This is your fault. Tell me what you did. Your eyes widened as the emotions he explained a few seconds ago were reoccurring in you. Mouth agape, embarrassment and surprise filling it within, stirring as you were left in awe by what he told you, feeling the familiar heart-clenching sensation. Your head hung low as your cheeks flushed red like a tomato, unable to get any words out of your mouth. Was this a confession or a misunderstanding? You've never felt so elated and overjoyed in your life. You thought that you were going to burst into tears. Out of nowhere, he pulled out his bag and pulled a small charm out. It was a uniform of the school. No wonder you couldn't find it. You pointed to it in nervousness, as if asking for it to be returned. How? You dropped it on your way. Fuck, I can't even read. You dropped it that day after the match. You blinked, remembering the event in which you had tried to take a picture with the beautiful man. In a rush, the charm must have loosened itself and dropped from your phone. I saw you taking a photo with him. He paused, obviously at loss for words. Taking a step closer to you, he held out the charm, and hesitantly, you reached out for it to take it, brushing against his palm. It was only for a slight second, but you treasured the contact. 3. He keeps your stuff around. Those 3 words flashed in your mind as fast as lightning. You froze immediately, almost losing your grip of the charm. You quickly held it closer to you as you felt your head tilt up towards him and your mind was blown away. He was blushing. That was so cute. Oh my god. I didn't realize what it was talking about. Like when it was talking about 1, 2, 3. But I see it's like the 3 things about the love or whatever. Oh my god. He's in love with me. Anyways, that's not what I was trying to say. That was so sweet. Oh my god, Ushijima, he's in love with me or something? I mean, shit. I wouldn't mind. Okay, I'm getting on topic. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you subscribe and tap the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video. Also like the video because it is something for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!